Hey everybody, give me a few minutes and we can begin. I want to try this as a new experiment. Let's see if we can get this to become a series. Bear with me as I share my posts. So, give a quick explanation of what's going to go on. So, from this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a random date generator from January 1st, 1999 to today's date. And from that random date, we're going to play around with the on-demand feature of Thinkorswim, and we're going to just try to find a random stock that I have never traded before. So another rule is things like Facebook, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Tesla. Those are out of the deal, so I'm not going to be trading those, touching those. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how how it performs, right? I'm gonna just trade it like normal, how I would normally trade a live market, and we'll just see how my outcome is. So this is gonna be rough, non-edited, anything. So do bear with me, and let's see how I do, how I perform. So today's day is the 17th, right? It's 8 almost 8:40 p.m. Right? So let's clear this out. So we're gonna start with the random date generator. You can see we're gonna pick a one day out of from the first January 1999 to today's date. So 17th of November 2001. Go ahead and get the date. So the random date that we got was 2000. I forgot to share this. Right. Let's do it again. So it's again, okay. So the random date that we got, it was 2014, the August 1st. So we're gonna go ahead and put that into I think was swim on demand. So right now I'm in on demand. So our date that we got, right? So the 2014 August 1st, right? 2014. Just slowly step back. Okay, August 1st, 2014. Okay. So all right. So 2014, we're in 2014, August 1st. And now let's find a stock that I have a random stock to play. So first I'm gonna look at SPY. It's always what I like to look at whenever I am trading. So first, I'll look at SPY first. SPY is an uptrend, right? Uptrend looks like it just approached new highs on the monthly, weekly, little dip right here, right? All right, so let's look at let's see if some of my scanners are working. All right, so some of my scanners. Let's see. Hopefully we can get some of the results. So these scanners, I don't know if they work on in the on demand, right? So I said Amazon was off deal. So Amazon is on. It seems like it is. It was on there. I saw it, but that's off deal. So let's sort them out. All right. So let's see which one looks like it would be something that we could play. So ABB looks good. But let's keep looking. Let's look something. I usually like to trade stuff that's above 50. So anything below here, I don't really want to touch too much. So ABT. ABT looks good, approaching all-time highs. Let's go on a daily. Let's keep looking. Oh, realty income. Let's see. Let's continue. Texas Instrument. Texas Instrument. Oh, this looks good too. So petition a date. Coopers. One that's in the 50s. ABBV. Dollar General. All right, Dollar General looks good. I think I could see some potential here, right? So let's chart this out. I think I want to start this and do this with Dollar General. Okay, so let's chart this out. By charting this out, it looks like this is support right here. All right. All right, support, resistance. So it's sitting right at support or close to support, right? So I want to let's get a position. But first, we always want to do a risk management. So risk management, since we're starting with, we're doing basically a paper account. This on demand is a paper account, $100,000 in it. So let's see. Let's do it. I have a Excel sheet that I put together for my risk management. So I already have it set to $100,000. Current price of this is at, let's just round up to 56. 56. I want to place my stop below round number. So let's see. The last swing low here, and then it was here. So I think it could go to 52. So let's put a risk. Let's put a stop in at 52. Right. 52 just telling us with it's a $4 risk, so that's representing 7%. Um, but since it's $100,000 account, I want to risk 2% of my account, so $2,000 risk. At that point, I can get 500 shares, which is really good. So I want to get 500 shares, and let's look at our targets that we want to aim for. So right here is showing our 2x price. 2x. If it goes to 64, that's 2x. 68, that's 3. 4 is 72. 5 is 76. And 6 is 80. Usually I aim for about 2 first, and then I increase it to 5. But let's see where it goes. So let's go ahead and put it in our trade. So right here, we'll just buy a market. I don't really care too much about pricing. When I see a good setup, I just buy a market. So buy a market. We already have a risk analysis for $6, so we account for that small gap of it. So 600. See, hold on. 500. All right, so 500. Buy that a market. Right, it costs us 27,000, almost 28,000. Buy ahead. Okay, so order fill. Order fill. We go to monitor. All right, monitor. We should see that our owner position, Dollar General. Right. We'll go ahead right here, create our stop order. So stop order, make it good to cancel, so that it'll be good for 3 months. And we said that my stop will be at 52. So we've set at 52. Right? Cancel, sell. All right, so 500 shares, good to cancel. It's a stop, 52. All right. Okay, so we see it here. One open order, one position. Let's go back to our chart. All right, let's step through the day. All right, let's step. Oh. So August 1st, let's step So we go past that weekend. Let's see what it does. You close this down. So you can see Dollar General. Let's wait for everything to load. Virtual account. Thing has moved yet. We go to the 5th. Oh, I think that might be it. That's 1 o'clock. Okay. So you see, so it's just the next day, right? Oh, not the next day, but the 5th. We started on the 1st. The 1st was a Friday weekend, right? The 4th, 5th, right? And now we're up $1,000, right? We just stepped through it. We saw the support resistance. We're playing this right here. So all right, that's good. That's a very good. I really really have a position that I just randomly get in and it just does good the first days. Okay. So let's go to the next day now, right? So 56. So remember our target. The first one, 2x is 64, 3x 68, 4x 72. So we're not even at 2x yet. So 64 is right here, so above this resistance. So we might not reach 2x, but let's see. Let's see how it goes. You know, anything can happen in the market, right? So on the 6, basically the so 13 right here. So that's like about 1 o'clock, right? You see, we're still up about 1 grand, right? It's good. 7, pre-buffering. Right? Looks like our gains are still holding steady. Right? That's very, very good. 8th. To the 8th. Still pre-buffering. Looks like the 8th is still holding too. The 8th is holding at 70, 60, 57, almost 58. Gains are still holding. All right. Let's go to, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Monday and then Friday now. So that we don't just step through it. You know, it could be a boring stock. We might not see too many things. So let's see how it goes. All right. So the 11th, not too much action. Still holding at 1 grand. The 15th, jump to the end of the week. It's a little bit down. All right. 18th. Whoa, something happened on the 18th. 18th, something gap up, a huge gap up on the 18th. Right? I don't know if that's accurate or not, but a huge gap up on the 18th. We're up big. We're up about almost $4,000, 3,800. Right? 64 is 2x. 64 is 2x. So let's see. Let's see if we can go even higher. For sure, if we wanted to get out for 2x that day, you know, I know right now we're at 1 o'clock, but if we wanted to get out that day, we could have. So let's keep going with it. Usually, me, I like to keep going with it because I have already set my stop. I let it go for as long as possible. So I don't care if it comes back, comes against me. I just keep holding it. Right. So let's go to the 22nd. Let's see what it does on the 22nd. 22nd still holding above this resistance. I think that might be a true breakout. We might be trading a breakout here now. Right? So random day, we started on the 1st. Now, you know, we stepped through it. It's on the 22nd now. It's pretty crazy. We have some pretty good gains, $4,000 now, right? $4,000 just sitting in there, sitting in that trade. All right, so we go to the 25th, that Monday. Let's see. Pre-buffering. Come on. I'm excited to see this. Even though it's just a practice account, I don't know about you guys, but it's still a trade. It's still, this is my first time trading this stock randomly. Random stock, random date. Just playing it like it's a real market, right? So we're probably sitting right around 4.2 grand. Wow, crazy. Now, at this point, I would be thinking to myself, I could probably set a stop right here so I can keep some of my gains. I could do that. But the chances of me getting stopped out, because usually I like to go for absolute gains. I'm already committed to losing $2,000 of my portfolio in this trade, so I wanted to go for as long as possible. So just thinking that I'm okay to let it go for as long as possible. So I won't update my stop. You see the stop here down at 52. I won't update it. I'll just let it go for as long as possible. So, but you can if that's how you trade. Me personally, I once I set my stop, I done everything. I like to let it go for as long as possible. Maybe I let it go for a few months. Let's see how long it goes, right? So we hopped it to the 29th now. 29th, it slowly goes up, right? You see it here. It's pre-buffering, so the chart seems to be loading a little bit faster than the price updates. Uh, Just a little bit up, a little down, right? Just grinding. Kind of stocks I like. Just like to jump around. All right, so now let's go to that first of September. So we're in this trade for almost a month now, right? See, free buffer is done already. Still sitting there, all right? Profits sitting there. No biggie to the 5th. All right, end of another week. Ooh, it came back a little bit. Looks like it's sitting at 62. Still almost 63, so back a little bit. We gave back a little bit of money. Nothing too exciting. Still, just a little bit up, a little down. We're still holding above this resistance. It's very good. Another. So now we're at the 8th. Right, at the 8th. So holding it. Still holding it. 3,700. All right, now we see a little climb. It's good. Man, 4,200 again. Jeez, let's keep going with it. The 15. Brief buffering's done. It's still sitting at 4 grand. 19. Oh, testing that. It's looking like it's forming support here. All right. So you can see it comes down once, twice, 3 times right here. It's still holding. Let's go to the 22nd. 22nd. Oh, it broke down below this resistance line that we drew. All right. So about a almost 2 months in that trade. And the first time it broke below this resistance. So let's see the 26th. It's even lower to the 50 moving average is purple line. We're down to 3K. Gains 29. 29 seems to be holding. So the 3rd of October. So officially 2 months. So it did dip down below the 50, but it came back up. Sitting at 62 now. Gains is still 3,300. Very good. Very good trade. Still nothing too exciting, but man, it's exciting for me to be able to step through this. If I had to sit through this in real life, it'd just be boring time. I'd just be looking at a few dollars every up and down every single day. But since the magic of the on-demand feature, and I get to step through this 1 week at a time, see how a trade progresses, it's exciting stuff. All right, down again. Ooh, 60. Now we're looking at almost 2.5 grand only. That was the 10th. Go to the 13th. Even down some more. I know, man. If I was sitting through this, it'd be down in my dumps. I'll be feeling some heat. But we already committed. We already did our. I've already committed. I already said $2,000 down the drain. Let's do this all or nothing. I already did my risk analysis. All right, the 17th, we're coming back up. Still under 60. Actually, right at 60. Right, still in the 2 grand gains. All right, 17. The 20th. 20th is just sitting at 60 again. Right, almost 61. 24. I hope we go a few weeks in. I hope we continue to go even higher. I hope this is a trade that we get to see multiple years in. Yeah, it would be a great trade if we can do that. Multiple years, so 3,000. Right, so that's and just like that, we're almost at the end of October. So as we're at the end of October, right? Well, at the end of October, Dollar General is sitting at 62. Right, 62 was sitting at 3 grand. This is just one position too. So if this was real life and not on demand, I would probably be trading more than one position. So my focus will be all over the place. So even though you guys are thinking, "Oh man, that's such a slow, long out drawn trade," but in real life, you have like maybe 3 or 4 of these positions going, right? Because this one trade only took about almost 30 grand, and if you have a hundred 100,000 buying power, you're gonna have more than one position at a time. But since this is on demand, I just have one going on. It's easier to track, easier for you guys to show how price move and what to expect, especially if you are a beginner trader or if you are somebody who is a swing trader or thinking about swinging or getting into a position trade, right? I'm hoping this actually turns into something that could be held multiple years. Now, for sure, you can do if you know how to do leverage options. You can also do that. For me, I like to first buy in shares, and then I worry about the options later. But just for the sake of being able to track this, just I'm just gonna worry about the shares. Just go worry about what's happening. So the third, we'll go to the 7th of November. Let's go. Hopefully, I go all the way to Turkey Day. Right. 64. We're over 4 grand again. Here we go. You see this right here? The play out of that. What a miracle. Right? Some random day. I happened to pick it up on August 1st, like right here. Literally, like right here. What a miracle that was. I didn't even expect that. I have never seen this before. This is a random stock I have never played before. And just to see how it performs like this. Random date, random stock, just to see how it performs like this. It's crazy. You know, maybe I'm just lucky. Sometimes it is better to be lucky than it is to be good. And usually I eat a couple of stops, but this thing just keeps going. Sitting at 65, almost 65. But yeah, we're letting this thing go. Pretty crazy. All right, so it's 14 now. Let's just do all Fridays now. Just skip. Go week by week now, not Mondays and Fridays. Just hop to the next Fridays. I want to see the gains. Almost 68, 6K gains. As you can see, I haven't done anything. I'm just letting this position play itself out. Right, the 28th. What is my trading style? I am trading just stocks for now. It's easier to track. It's easier to track on the on demand. Um, but My real trading style, this is the same exact thing. I just throw in a couple options in there, but other than that, same style of picking up stocks also. So nothing crazy. So the 5th of December, hopping right back into the 5th of December. Man, we're not. Hopefully, we create a new high. The high here, all time high was at 68, which was 68, almost 69. We saw that. Let's keep going. 12, 12th of December, 70. Created a new all time high, 70. It's exciting stuff. 7 grand. Look at that. The pre buffer gets done. 7 grand. Look at that. One trade. We over. Let's go back and look at our targets, right? Where and about we started in August, right? This trade, we started in August. It's just December. We've already approached our 4x right here. 4x. All right. So basically a gain of $16 a share. This is great. We've got like 500 shares. 7 grand. Let's keep this going. What a lucky trade. Man, if I was a trader at the time. All right. So the 12, go to the 19. Go on. Keep making new highs. Ooh, we didn't get to see that high, the all-time high of 71. We didn't get to see it. We skipped through it. The month that's sitting at 7 grand. Craziness. 26, right after Christmas. Saw it dipped a little, come back. Okay. Man, Christmas rally. All right. So let's go into the new year. The second. I don't think the second was open day, was it? I'm not sure, but let's see. We're still sitting at right at 70 $70.66. I mean, what a year, right? 7 grand, 7.5 grand. All right, let's go to the ninth. All right, it's just following this pattern. The ninth, still sitting at 70, oh, close to 70, 68, 16. Oh, went down close to 6 grand. Let's see this through. Climb back up. Easy trade. Who said trading was hard, right? When you find out, you just stumble upon a crazy shit like this and you step through it and step through the days and you just see something crazy like this. Wow, man. Random stock too. Never traded this before. It just popped up on my scanner watch list here. And we see it. All right, 6 grand. It's hovering. So that was the 30th. We go to February 6th. Usually February is a really bad month out of the year. I wonder if that's true in the past too. In the last few years that I've been trading, February has been a bad year. But it seems like it's true too here. Right? It's just coming down. All right, the 13th. All right. Sitting in the 6 grand area. No reason to be scared. We committed ourselves to be losing already. So who cares? We're only losing 2 grand, 2% of your account of our play money, or even if our real money, right? 2 grand, that's nothing. 2%. You know, and look at what you can achieve when you're willing to when you know what you have to lose and you do it strategically. Man, we're sitting at 8.5 grand. What a crazy trade. Damn. I haven't seen anything this crazy in forever. Would have known something from Dollar General. Oop, we don't need a context support. Just old support from the past. 13, March 13th. Oh man, this thing keeps going. 75, 75. Holy shit. We're almost at 5. We're almost at 5x. 5x is at 76. We're almost there. That was all-time highs, 75.25, 9.3 grand of gains. Man, gotta make another video. Make another video showing multiple trades at once. You see that? That's already we're already sitting at 10% of our 10% gain, almost 10%. We're sitting at 9% gain off of one trade. One trade that we decided we want to lose just 2% on. Pretty low risk, I would say. 2% of our full account that we put into this trade, 2% risk at the stop, right? And right now we're sitting at almost 10% gain. Less than a year. Who said trading was hard? All right, look at that. This thing keeps making new highs. 60, 76, 28 was the all-time high. 10 grand, over 10%. We're over 10% in this virtual trade. I don't know about you guys. I'm excited. Man, shit. What a great trade. Continue taking this thing. 27th. All right. 27. It didn't make a new high yet. A little bit low, a little bit below our 10%. We're the 9.7% gain on the year. All right, so that's March. That's the end of March. We're going into April now. April, 10% again. So now let's just skip a whole month. All right, that was April 3rd. Let's skip a whole month. Let's go to May 4th. Right, May the 4th be with you guys. All right, a whole month. So look at that. We skip a whole month now. We've been skipping weeks. Now we skip months. We're just letting that trade do its thing. All right. Who cares? We're making money. One trade. One trade. Should become the one trade a year guy. All right. So we go to June. Let's go June 1st. All right. See how this play out. It's still hanging in there, man. Trade takes care of itself. We have our stop in. Nothing to worry about. We're sitting nice. Let's wait for it to finish pre-buffering. Looks like price is sitting at 72, 72. No big ol' worries. Still sitting close to 9K. All right, let's go to July. July 1st. It's on a Wednesday. This thing keeps taking off. Making a new all-time high again. 79.60. 79.60, 11 grand. So 11% gain. All right, so let's take it to August 1st. We remember, August 1st is Saturday, so we go August 3rd. With this trade, it was placed in 2014, August 1st. Right, I can show you guys that. So it's right here, August 1st, 2014. And this trade, it's about a year old now. A year old trade, made 12 grand. 12 grand on that trade. There's no magic to this. All we did was just find a setup, right? Find a setup, find a random stock, did a risk analysis, right? Risk $2,000 where we decided we wanted to stop. We wanted to be stopped out at 52. Stop never hit. All we did was just keep letting that trade go. So right now, if we look at our charts, we're over that 6x again. So 6x, that's 6 times the risk that we put in. Meaning we were risking $4 per share. We made $24 per share back. That's a crazy trade. Let's go jump another month. September 1st. Ooh, September took a tumble. September took a tumble, 72. All right, so reach a all-time high of 81. Took a tumble from there, right? Ooh, still 8%. Still a great trade, all right? October 1st. October 1st, establish some new support. So if I see something like this, right? So since if I see something like this down below the 100-day moving average, or 200-day moving average, yellow line, this is where I like to add. If this is a position that intend to keep adding to, especially since I'm already over my uh I'm already over my um 2x, right? So right now I decided to risk $2,000, but instead of losing $2,000, I actually gained money, right? So I gained money, and right now we're sitting just above 3x. So sitting above 3x, and we're seeing a good setup again, right? Another good setup. This is our new support and resistance line, right? We're seeing something below the 200. This is where I think it would be pretty good to add. So let's add onto that position. Um, so to make it a little bit easier, so right now we have a total net liquid, if we were to liquidate everything, is 107, almost $108,000. So what I can do now is let's put another 2% risk in it, right? To another 2% risk, so $100,000 again. So right now we bring our total risk up to $5,000. But really, since we've already up on our money, right? We can add another 2% risk, which is another 500 shares. And that's totally fine for me. But let's do the risk management, right? So 107, keep things round. 107. Right. So right now we would have 107. We'll have about so put it down there here. Make it a little lower here. So 67.50. $3.4 per risk. And so let's see. So we have 500 shares. We have 500 shares as of the moment. And if at 5% risk, we would have about 1,500 shares. So we can add another 1,000 shares and still just be sitting at 5% risk, right? So we'll lose. If that gets stopped here, we'll lose about 5.3 grand, which that just put, we still up on the year, because that, even with that loss, we will still be sitting at 102. So let's go ahead and add another 1,000 shares here, right? 1,000 shares. Let's see if we can. All right, another 1,000 share. We just added market. We don't care. We set it to 1,000 shares, 70 grand. We have 72 grand available. All right, let's do it. Now we have 1,500 shares. All right, so we click on this. You can see it. The first batch, 500 shares, we picked up in August 1st. 1,000 more share, we added that on October 1st, 2015. All right, let's step through this. Let's go a month. Actually, let's update our stop first. Create a closing order. According to this, we will 17. That's a 1750, right? 1750. Since we have only 1,500 shares, so let's make it a 767, right? 7, 67, 750. Let's do that. 6750. Cancel. All right, so let's close this. Cancel this order. Get rid of it. We have now to get rid of our 1,500 shares. 6750. Hopefully it doesn't get stopped. All right, let's go to the end of the month. See how it does. Oh, and we would have gotten stopped out. So right here, we would have gotten stopped out on that. So this trade, we would have gotten stopped out at because it just kept diving. So you can see, adding when adding to your position, you do take on additional risk, but if you do it right, you can still be up in a year, right? So we went from being 10% up at our max down to only sitting. We should be, if we got stopped out, we should have been sitting just at 102, 2%. Hey Wally, nice of you to join me. Man, I don't know what is wrong with the Think or Swim on demand, but this stop isn't getting triggered. So since it's not getting triggered, let's see how long we can go until it triggers. Let's see if that trade it eventually comes back off. Hey, nice of you to join me. I just stumbled across a crazy trade. I don't know if you saw that at the beginning. This is Dollar General. This is back in 2014. Oh man, now this trade just keeps taking a shit on me, right? So finally, this sale. So you see, sometimes the on-demand feature isn't the isn't the brightest because that would have gotten me stopped out like right here. So that's also a reason why you don't want to trade without a stop, right? You want to trade it with a stop. Fortunately, it's just a limitation of the on-demand feature. So you can see that, right? So we got stopped out all the way down here, some weird reason. You can see that was a good trade. So hopefully that helps you guys. That was a crazy trade. Definitely crazy in my perspective. And adding to that trade didn't help it. We got stopped out, but we still, if we had if it would have triggered correctly, we still would have exit that trade positive, right? Meaning we would have finished with 102 if it correctly exit right at this point. Unfortunately, it just kept dropping. And that's also a reason why having a stop in a trade is such a important piece of it. Now, I'm just curious how it finished 2015, right? So go to the 31st, 2015, it actually returned. So, hopefully this also shows you guys that hey, if it's a good stock and you continue to monitor it and it drops and it looks like it's holding, maybe get in, maybe continue it, right? So let's just hop in let's just continue watching it throughout the year, right? So let's go to the end of December, right? So that year was a crappy year. Not much has happened. If anything, right, this would be a good area to get in again. For me, at least, I would have said, it held here, right? So, on the monthly, held here, right? So let's just mess around with whatever cash is still in this account, right? So like since it got messed up by the on-demand feature, let's just go with it. Right? So 91,820, right? It was a good stock from before, right? So it's at 73 right now. Let's just say round it up to 74. 74 is the current price that we're gonna enter into. Looking at this, I want to set a stop somewhere down here. So 70. 70 might be too close. Let's just put it just down here. Right? Usually, but you could put it here too. I think down should be okay. I would say I get out of this trade here if it breaks down to there again. So 70. It's right here, 70. Right? So $4 risk, 70. $2% risk again. So get us just about 450. I don't like to round up, so we'll just do 450. Here's our target prices again. Right, so 450. Let's go with the market. this 450. And let's continue writing this. Continue to see where it goes. It screwed us up, but hey, shit happens. 450 by market. All right, monitor at 450 right here. Let's put in that stop order. Even though stop orders don't really trade well, I think it's just because I was jumping months. Yeah, I think if I stepped it through the day, it would have been fine. So 70, right? 70. Cancel. We see here. That's good. All right. Let's step it through another year. Let's step it through another year. Let's go. Good things for it, right? So yeah, the on-demand also crapped out again. So you can see we would have gotten stopped out here, right? So back here. Let's go. Let's look at the time frame, 2 years, right? So we placed it here. So that would have gotten stopped out, but because the on-demand did not stop it out and it kept going, we get to see it was up 8 grand. Sometimes the on-demand, when it craps out like that, it's a good thing, especially since it came back up. So you see this U-shaped recovery. All right, let's go. Let's hop another year out. December. So that was 2017. We go to the 31st. All right, 31st is pre-buffering. Man, that's trade. This trade is crazy. 15 grand. So man, hopefully this is not showing you guys the power of just waiting and doing nothing. Just letting your money work for you. If anything, 2019, right? December 2019. Another year, a year of it. Not really, actually did do a bit. Right? 155 now. This is 36 grand. Holy crap. 2020. Relive that crazy year, 2020. This thing keeps going up. 225. Holy shit. Dollar General. 60 grand now. Can you imagine if we just held, right? If we just held that 1,500 shares and we didn't get stopped out, or if we just held through the pain of getting stopped out and, just held our original stop. Our original stop was 50, 52. The whole time, if it has never touched our original stop, right? And it just kept going, right? So let's go to today. Let's see how it's, oh, not today, but the 15th. That's as much as on demand has. So that is as of the 15th, an all-time high of 239. It's sitting at 229. Crazy stock. 70 grand. Let's look back. 70 grand. And man, it's only, what a crazy trade. All right. We stumbled across a good one. And this is something I have never traded before. Just randomly picked. You see? All right. 2016. It's a good thing that on demand got messed up too. That stop didn't get hit. We just kept stepping through it through the years. So what I hope to highlight in this video is just how you can take a trade, right? You know why risk management is important, and especially having patience and just planning out your trades. And you see a good setup, um, see a good setup, do your risk management, get in, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to let your runners run. Because you could see something like this, short. Um, this was picked up in 2016. Now it's 220 6 221, right? 2021. So it's a short 5 years. That thing has returned 60 grand, right? Now the original position all the way down at August 1st, and was it like the 52 or $55 range? That would have been a phenomenal trade, right? If it didn't get stopped out, if I just kept with our original risk and kept with it, right? What we could do is let's reset it. Let's reset it. Let's just take a look at it. The original position back in 2014, right? August 1st. Right? August 1st. Let's go back, right? We reset the account so you can see nothing here, right? You see same setup from before, right? If we could just buy 500 shares, that was just one trade, 500 shares, right? And our original stop was at 52. Remember, original stop was at 52, and we were just buying this at market, right? We were just buying this at market. We didn't care what 500 shares, right? 500 shares at the time was only like 27,000, right? We jumped to present day. Well, not present day, but on the 15th. So this last Monday, just to see how it has performed, right? That original trade, right? So in about 7 short years, that trade has doubled itself at what was only a $2,000 risk to us, right? So $2,000 risk. So we got in at let's just say 57, right? 57, 52 was our stop, right? And our first one was 66. So we can get 500 shares, right? $2,000 risk to us. Set it, and that was only 20 grand trade. And now, just through waiting, having patience, it became a $80,000, almost $90,000 trade. Now imagine if you have five of those positions going, right? You split your $100,000 across five accounts or five positions, right? And each one of them more than doubles. This is four times already. This, 20 grand. That wasn't 4x. That means that full position, 400%. Like, imagine if you have five uh positions like that, right? Five positions. They each five position, they were all 20 grand each, or close to 20 grand, right? 20, 30 grand. Right. So let's just say four positions. And each one of them that's you about 80 grand course of 7 years. You start at $100,000. 7 years later, it's 320. You know, you might not be impressed with that, but that is just one trade that you done one. If anything, maybe an hour or two of work of researching. Maybe you done more research than me. Me, I just picked up stock at random, looked like the setup, and just went with it. Maybe you get stopped out a few times, but man, that was just it. That was just one trade. So hopefully, I'm gonna end the video there. I know it was long drawn out, but you know you got to see how I would have just played, with a random date, a random stock. You got to see how I would have played it, how I was just hanging there, regardless of what happened. Even got to see what happened when I added on to the position. And, of course, I got stepped out. But and then seeing another good setup, and then adding a new position to it, and seeing where that went. Right, my thoughts and everything during the trade, the patience that it's require. So I hope that helps you guys out. And you know, if anything, leave a comment down in the comment section if you like this. I'm thinking about continuing it. Next time, pick another date, random day, another stock. Again, not this one because we know how this one played out now, but another random stock that appears on my scanner. Right, another random stock that I have never traded before. No Facebook, no Amazon, no Google, uh, no Microsoft, and let's see how it played out through the years. Right. So thank you everybody who watches. Please leave a comment. Remember subscribe. I know this is really rough, long drawn out video, but I hope it helps you guys in your trading adventure, your trading journey, and continue to stay with me. So let's hopefully grow together and grow this channel, add more content. Well, thank you everybody. Trade successfully, have big gains. Signing off.